Well, I think from just a simple perspective, it's really about how we can help broadcasters to drive ratings. We're really interested in the commercial metric that's most important to them, and we're interested in partnering with broadcasters and their key stakeholders, being sporting bodies or the large production houses, to prove that together we can drive eyeballs and audiences around the content and programming that really matters to them. Well, I think when we think about marketing TV programs, there's probably two core pillars to it. One is the organic social conversation piece, and how we can find ways to innovate around the levers that we can pull through the things that we control on Facebook and Instagram to drive creative and editorial integration into programming, which either captures and reflects in live broadcast the conversation that's happening about programs, and or it actually stimulates conversation, so there's more conversation amongst the audiences that matter. So we've got new products that we've been leveraging, like our APIs, which allowed you to pull public content out of public comments and content out of Facebook much more easily, and you're seeing that with a number of broadcasters pulling that into their live broadcast now. And then we have products like our Q&A, which we do effectively a live tune-in the Facebook environment into the stars of a program that allows a very large audience to connect to those stars. And then thirdly, we have the Instagram platform that we're using quite extensively now with a range of broadcasters and sporting codes to allow people to capture those moments that they're really passionate about and align that with a TV program or an event. So from that perspective, we're really interested in driving the organic reach that comes from the social conversation piece. And then the second component to it is really about the straight marketing piece, I guess, and there's probably two components to that. So for marketing TV programs, from my understanding and what I've seen over the last year or so, the model has historically been predominantly driven by in-show programming, promotion within the existing programs on a network, which is obviously very effective in bringing audiences across. But then it's the traditional awareness mediums, particularly outdoor, where we see networks reaching large audiences to get them to drive tune-in. And then there's a final piece around digital, which is obviously where we play. And in that space, I think given the scale of our platform, we have almost 10 million users a day on the platform now. We have the ability to reach very targeted audiences, but also at scale. So if somebody's interested in cricket, we can identify those exact demographics that the broadcaster might be interested in, and the interest overlay in terms of being a cricket fan, and then we can get content or reminders to them in the form of marketing in the days and hours and even in the minutes that really matter to driving tune-in for the program. So that's the second core pillar around marketing. And then the third piece for us is the commercial piece around how do we work with broadcasters and their existing sponsors to find a new way to effectively deliver value to the sponsors who are already trying to align their brand with a particular property on a TV network. And in a really interesting way, I think we're trying to explore, and very much in partnership with the broadcasters and the sponsors, how can we create a model where the rights owner and the TV broadcaster are providing content to the sponsor above and beyond what they currently have as part of their association with the program, and that gets used to take exclusive content out to the audience that the broadcaster ultimately wants tuning into their program, again in those days, hours and minutes that matter. So effectively all parties get a net benefit. The sponsor broadens its audience that it's reaching with its association with the program. The broadcaster drives its own marketing program and hopefully drives tune-in off the back of that, and then there's a commercial benefit to all parties through that ecosystem. Look, I think across the ecosystem, we're very much taking a collaborative approach. I think we're currently working in some way, shape or form with all of the broadcasters, almost all of the major sporting codes, and certainly the major production houses, and we're really just exploring what's possible. We think we've had some successes with certain programs that we've been associated with. We're seeing a lot of that editorial and creative integration in different programs. But this year really is a year for us of exploring different models, working collaboratively, and trying to find the model that works best for for different combinations of broadcaster, sporting code, sponsor, back into Facebook, and sort of models and packages that we can create together. So success for us is, I guess, a fairly harmonious working relationship where we can work together to find mutual benefit for ourselves and also for the brands that we're working with.